Yes, every learner wants to speak better English, right? But how can we improve or how can we elevate our English when you are not getting enough time, when you are not finding ample time to spend to spend on learning English? Yes, of course, most of the guys, like most of the people find it very difficult to make time for learning English. So today I have come up with some tips guys so that you can find some ways to learn English along with the things that you have to do in your daily life. Yes, if you can be a student, right? You can be a housewife either, or you can be the person who brings the backman home, means a breadwinner of your family, like just equivalent to a job person, like who holds a job, right? So of course you guys might be thinking it is very difficult for us to balance each of the things at a time. Yes, I can feel it, and I got you as well. Okay, and of course guys, if you have that will to learn something, we will always find a way to solve it. For every problem we will have a solution, right? Without a solution, God will never invent any problem. God will never introduce any problem into our life, right? So in the same way, if you have that will, we can find many ways, okay? And it just all depends on our mindset, okay? Yes, but at the same time, if you are reluctant and if you're not interested in learning in language, learning English, then no one can push you forward, guys. So first you have to change your mindset that I want to learn English and I want to speak, I want to become fluent, I want to become fluent speaker one day. Okay, and after making up your mind, you have to do. Yes, the things you have to do is just normal things that we do every single day, like listening, speaking, and reading, watching stuff that you have to go through. Okay, but how to manage it when you are leading a busy life, when you don't have enough time for all of this. Okay, yes. So here are my tips. Okay, the first thing you have to do is listening. Of course, it's a quite no like a quite common, and of course listening, we can pay our time, guys. We can pay our time listening to anything, but how to do it and when to do it. Yes, I know that you are very busy and you're not even getting sufficient time, right? So right after waking up, right after rolling out of the bed, what you do, you just go to brush up your teeth, right? So that's when you have to take your mobile into your hands and just turn on any podcast. Or I think, guys, if you can listen to the music, then it will be a great start. Yes. Why? Because music can make you feel good early in the morning, and of course you get relaxed as well with that music, with the help of the music, right? So you just start listening to the music. But why we have to do it early in the morning? Because we expose if we the more we expose to the English language, the more we can learn, the more we can absorb, right? And the more we can imbibe, right? So if you start your day with English, then you feel more excited, you feel like learning many things, you feel like continuing English, learning English along with your busy life. Okay, so start listening to the music. If you don't like to listen to the music, then you can just listen to any podcast that you like to. Okay, just turn on the music and start listening to the music. Okay, and while brushing, of course you might be thinking, I'm gonna brush only for 2 or 3 minutes. How is it going to be useful? Of what, guys, little drops can make a mighty river. In a similar way, that small efforts can make a big difference in our life. For example, those small, whatever the time you are spending, the whatever the time you are investing on English, it is going to be worthy in your life. It doesn't matter, guys, how long you are listening to or how long you are paying your attention, how much you are paying to that English language. Okay, it is going to be completely worthwhile. Okay, that 2 minutes also, who knows, guys, who knows, maybe you can you can come across the word that you don't know, right? So you can just what you have to do, you can just you have to just listen to the music, that's all, right? Or you can just listen to any podcast. But listen to me one thing, while listening to the music or whatever the podcast, you have to give your whole attention, okay? You need, like, you should not get distracted, guys, by your surroundings. Of course, while brushing, you will be just focusing on the things that they are saying in the podcast or in the music, okay? Because if you pay attention, you can understand what they are saying. If you don't pay attention, then all your attempts go down in a flames, they will utterly fail, there is no doubt about it. Of course, initially we find it very difficult, but gradually you can, okay, you can just adapt to it. And of course, like and if we listen to that, if we listen to something in English early in the morning, our eyes exposed to this language, okay? So that is how you can immerse yourself in the language of this English, okay? So this is the first thing that you have to do, guys, okay? And of course, don't try to lose your touch with English, okay? Always try to keep in touch with English. However, no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, you have to just do, you just put on earphones and start listening to music, or start listening to podcast, or start listening to something, or a YouTube video, or any movie as well. But you have to listen to the audio, okay? You have to give your all your senses to that recording, whatever you are listening to, okay? Then it is going to be worked out very, very well, okay? Of course, you can do multitasking while just listening to one thing, okay? You can do your work and while listening to this, okay? So you don't have to even set your 20 minutes of as time aside. I'm not even asking you to set your separate time aside to learn English. You can just do very peacefully and very calmly, okay? Yes, this is about all listening. The next thing you have to do is reading. I'd all be thinking, we don't even have a time. Sometimes we don't even find a time to breathe in oxygen because of the overload on our shoulders, right? Yes, I can feel it. But it is going to be different, guys. Yes, in this video I wanted to, like, tell you in a different way where you can read, where you can save your time, and of course you can enhance, or you can just boost your English skills. Yes, if you are a student, you will be going to the college, or you will be going to the school, right? That time what you have to do is, you can start reading while you are on the way to college, or while you are on the way to school. Then I'm not telling you to go to the bookstore and buy a book today itself and start reading from tomorrow. No, I'm not going to tell that. So what you have to do is, you have your mobile phone right in your hands. It is ubiquitous, right? That means it is very common and everywhere, and it is present everywhere. Wherever we go, we carry our cell phone everywhere, right? And of course, we always feel like it is our heart. Without our heart, we don't go anywhere, and we don't even feel like stepping out of our house, right? So yes, cell phone will be in our hands. So what you have to do is, just go to the Google and start searching for something, if you are fond of cooking, you can just search for any pani puri, like how to make pani puri, or bhel puri, or bhojpuri, whatever, guys, whatever, okay? Whatever that comes into, that strikes your mind, you just go and search it, and search for the topic, and start. You will be recommended many website, and there will be so many website popped out on your screen. Just go to one website and just click on that website and go through the article, okay? And start reading. If you don't like that particular article, then go to another website, okay? You can read. And you know what, when we compare reading articles to the reading books, it is very easier, guys. It is very easy, actually. Why? Because reading books is a very lengthy task, right? We have to invest months and months to complete one book. But when it comes to the articles, we can just finish it within a 5 minutes of your time, right? So just think how easy it is, okay? So while you are going to the college, or while you are just coming back to home from the college, you can just read the article, but only when you are traveling on bus, not while you are walking on road. Okay, if something happens to you, then I know guys that you will file a case against me. Okay, I don't want to put myself in that trouble. Okay, okay, yeah, only when you are on bus. Okay, yes, you can just start reading. For suppose if you are a person who walks from college to home, then of course I also have one solution for you. Like you can do one thing, guys. While just having lunch, what you have to do is just finish it up early. Okay, and you will be saving at least 5 minutes or 6 minutes, right? So instead of scrolling down all the social media stuff. Yeah, I know guys, I know I caught you red handed, you know. So, how many guys can say that I don't even use social media stuff after having lunch? How many guys can you say? Let's call a spade. Means let's be honest for some time. How many guys really don't use social media stuff right after finishing your lunch? Tell me. I don't buy your lies, guys, because I know. And I used to be like that as well. But now I'm not using any social media. Even only I'm using just Telegram. Even that Telegram as well, I'm just following some channels regarding English. You know what I used to do after finishing lunch? Like I used to just read some articles, or I used to read some book, like e-books, online books that we can download free from the Google. So I used to read at least for 5 minutes until the teacher enters the classroom. Yes, and that is how I used to do. So I think you can also do, guys. Instead of just think for some time, just scrolling down the YouTube, or watching reels on Instagram, or watching status on WhatsApp. You can just spend that 5 minutes of your time for a valuable thing, right? So just think yourself for some time, and take a good decision. Okay, because if you can spend those 5 minutes on learning English, on reading English, then of course your future will be very bright. I'm not saying only for 5 minutes your future will become brighter and shiner like that. No, it's not like that. You have to be consistent, you have to do it every single day. Okay, and that is when you can find a good result. Okay, I'm doing okay, I have done all these things whatever she told me in that video, but why am I not getting result? No sir, no madam, you have to follow every single day. Yes, that is when we will find better results. Okay, and that's what I did, and that's why I'm here now. Okay, yes, and it will be of no use crying over spilled milk, guys, because you are just wasting your time in present, and you will be crying over spilled milk about your past. Like you need to think twice, because your present is going to make a better future, right? So just think twice, and please start improving your English and start learning English, because this language can take you somewhere. This language can make you a good person in your society. And of course this language has that power to like to just make a single person, to just make you come out of that crowd. Okay, so please just try to understand the importance of English, and try and just to give your best shot, and please start reading or start doing all the things from today on. Okay, yes, this is all about reading. And the next thing you have to do is talking. Yeah, when it comes to the talking, what can we do? We always think about a person who can we talk to. Of course, I know that you don't even have any partner. If you have a partner, then you wouldn't have said that you don't have time, right? Yes, that means you don't have a partner, you don't have anyone. Okay, it's going to be okay. Okay, so what you have to do? Yeah, we have a simple like a solution for that. You just talk to yourself. Oh, girl, it is easier said than done. Yes, it is your thinking, right? I can guess it. Of course, it's going to be like a challenging task for every one of us. Of course, like talking to ourselves is not going to work out initially, guys. Yes, it is truth. But when you start talking to yourself, gradually you will improve. You will just build up your confidence as well, and your communication skills as well. Yeah, but all you have to do is just make a start. That starting, okay, that initial point you have to take on. Okay, yes, you have to push yourself forward, you have to push yourself out of the comfort zone. Of course we always feel to stay in that comfort zone. It is not the time for it, guys, because we are not kids now. We have to learn something and we need to build up our skills. Okay, so just come out of that zone. And of course, sometimes there will be sometimes we need to bite off more than we can chew, like by accepting challenges and by doing something more than we can do. Okay, and that is when we can get the taste of success, guys. Okay, so just start talking to yourself. I'm not telling you to talk in front of the mirror, okay, because it is going to be like a horror. I know that because I never tried, guys. Of course I tried, but all my attempts went in vain because I don't like to. I never liked to talk myself in front of the mirror. So I don't even like to recommend you to talk to yourself in front of the mirror. But if you guys like to talk, of course you can, because it is the best method actually. But I couldn't find any interesting thing in that. But if you guys find any interesting thing in talking to yourself in front of the mirror, then please, you can go for it. Okay, just because I didn't like that doesn't mean you should not also like it. Okay, you just go for it. You can talk to yourself. Yes, so talking to yourself is quite easy to say than to done. Of course, I know that. So yeah, you have to communicate with yours. But how to start talking? Because I don't know how to frame a sentence. I don't know like the I don't know any vocabulary words, right? You might be thinking like that in your mind. But of course, you can talk to yourself, guys. Just describe the things that are going around you. Okay, just right after waking up, you can just describe the things about your mama or your nana, what they are doing right after you are waking up, or just getting out of the bed. If they are just, for example, if I tell about my parents, my mother will be right after, I will tell you. Okay, after I wake up, what I do, I just go to the kitchen to see what my mother and father will do. My mother will be doing it every day. My mother will be doing will be making a chai for my father, and we don't drink chai like my me and my brother. So what they do, they just share tea, and after drinking tea, they just get down to cook cooking. Okay, cooking like a curry or a rice. This is what every time I just this is how, guys, I describe everything in my mind. And that is how you also have to. Okay, yes, it is easy, guys. Very simple words you can use. You just do everything in your head. I'm not asking you to read out loud or to talk loudly. Okay, you just everything should be going on in your head. Okay, and of course I talk to myself a lot. Why? Because I just feel like there is a someone inside me who always wants to learn something, who always wants to listen to me while I'm talking in English. So I always talk to that person who stays inside me. So you also wake up that person. He might be sleeping. Okay, you need to pour some water on that person and just wake up that person and push that person, start a conversation or start communicating with you. Okay, then you will find it very very interesting, guys. Okay, it will be interesting, more interesting to talk to ourselves than talking to an uninterested person, right? Yes, so you should talk to yourself. And of course, if you follow this step, then your English will be impeccable, guys. It will be perfect, flawless as well. You have to do every single day on a regular basis. Okay, not only talking, guys. The whatever I have told you so far, listening, reading, and yes, talking, all these three things you should follow every single day. Yeah, I can understand you don't have time. You are so busy that you are unable to maintain all these things in your busy life. Okay, so that is why I have told you all these things. Okay, even if it is 5 minutes, you can just spend your 5 minutes on all these things. But you have to pay your attention, guys, while you are doing all these things. Okay, if you pay attention, then it will become more easier for you. If you don't pay attention, it will that attempts whatever you are giving, that try whatever you are doing, tries whatever you are doing, it will go in vain, guys. It will become waste. It will become waste of time as well. So please give your attention pay your attention, okay, and start focusing on learning English in this method. And of course you will definitely get succeed one day. And what you have to do is you have to do on a regular basis. That's what you all have to do. Of course you can be a student, housewife, or a job holder, as I said, as I told you before. You just follow these steps, okay, whatever I told you now. You just follow this, and definitely your English will become impeccable, and you will become a rock star, okay. Yes, that's all about the video. Yeah, what can I say, guys? So yeah, this is all about the video, and catch you in the next video. Please keep on smiling like me. Always give a toothpaste ad, okay, then you can feel good, okay. Yeah, bye bye.